Hello and welcome to the Ingles table. I'm Jasmin Queen and I'm teaming up with the National Pork Board and the North Carolina Pork Council to bring you a tasty recipe today. This is my pork wonton soup. I've got everything I need from my local Ingles, so let's get started. I have 8 cups of stock in here and I've already got it kind of coming to a boil. I'm going to put 4 cups of water in here. All right. Then we have some soy sauce. Little rice vinegar, some sesame oil, then I have some honey. There we go. Then I have some fresh garlic. I'm just going to drop these just whole cloves in here. We'll dig these out before we serve it, but that's going to give it some really good flavor. I also have some fresh ginger. A little tip with fresh ginger, if you need to slice it, you need to work with it. If you freeze it, it's a lot easier to be able to grate. So there's your little tip. I have some frozen spinach. I went ahead and I let it thaw a little bit and I drained it. So we're gonna put this in there. I'm gonna kind of use my fingers to make sure I can kind of squeeze some of this excess water out. All right, and then I have some mushrooms. And if you don't like mushrooms, of course, you do not have to put those guys in there. We're gonna stir this up and we're going to bring this to a boil. All right, while we're getting this to the boil, we're going to make our wontons. So I have some pork. Put our ground pork in here. And we'll use that spoon in a minute, so we'll just use it for that. So we have our ground pork. Then we have some sesame oil, some more fresh ginger, soy sauce, and I'm using the low sodium soy sauce, some minced garlic, rice vinegar, some Asian chili sauce, a little bit of honey, and some salt. All right, and we want to get all of this mixed up. You can use a spoon, you can use your hands, whatever you want to do. That looks pretty well mixed together. I went ahead and I made some ahead of time, but I'm going to show you how to make these. Now I'm going to make these in a bonnet style. There are tons of different ways that you can fold wontons. We like to say, you know, the artist can decide however they want to fold the wonton. So I'm going to be the artist today and I'm going to fold in the bonnet style. Again, there's so many different things you can choose from. So I have a wonton wrapper here. I'm going to take about a half a teaspoon. You don't want to overfill it. All right. And then you're just going to use your finger, put it in an oil, or you can dip it in, a little bit of egg wash. And we're going to go around the wonton wrapper. Just want to go all the way around. Then you're going to take the wonton wrapper and you're going to fold like you're folding a rectangle. Now the key to this is making sure you get the air out, and then you want to make sure that all the sides are sealed together because we don't want any of the pork escaping when it's cooking in our stock. All right, so now that it's all sealed together, we're going to turn, we're going to put a little bit of water here and a little bit of water here. You're going to use your finger to kind of make a little indentation there, and you're just going to fold the edges together. And then when you get done, you can kind of flip it up, and then it looks like a little bonnet hat. All right, so there's that one. I'm just gonna stick this guy over here. I'm gonna show you how to make a couple, just so if you need to pause this and look at it again, you can. All right, another wonton wrapper. Again, about a half a teaspoon. Right there in the middle. Go around your wonton wrapper with the water. I like to dry my hands in between just so I don't get all of the wonton wrapper wet. Fold it into a rectangle, all the sides together, get the air out. Put a little water here on the corners, make the indentation, and then just fold over. And again, just a cute little bonnet hat. There we go. Now, the wonton wrappers, you can make as many as you want. These are really good to freeze. You can pull them out of the freezer. You can cook them in the air fryer. You can cook them in the oven. Now that it's come to a boil, I'm going to put a lid on it and we're going to simmer this for about 10 minutes and we'll be back and I'll show you what to do with the wontons. Okay guys, my soup has been simmering for about 10 minutes and now it's time to put the wontons in. So you're just going to gently place these guys in here. You'll notice they kind of sink to the bottom. You'll know they're ready when they rise to the top, and then we'll check the temperature on them, make sure it gets to 160 internally, and then we'll know for sure that they're done. I'm gonna get all these wontons in, let them cook, check the temp, put it in a bowl, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like when we get finished. I put all the wontons in here. They cooked about 5 minutes. I checked the internal temperature. They're at 160, so we're ready to pull these guys out. Just wanna ladle this. Wanna make sure that you get plenty of wontons in each bowl. I pulled the ginger and the garlic out so we know that people won't be getting, you know, a big clump of garlic when they bite into their soup. Look at that. And then we're gonna top this with some fresh green onions. Oh my goodness, so delicious. Thank you for joining me at the Ingles table, where we proudly got to partner with the National Pork Board and the North Carolina Pork Council on some tasty pork-inspired recipes. Be sure to check out the website for more. I'll see you next time.